third place in our beginner category, our winner is Ismael Medina for the piece Colores.
I present to you my art piece for ArtAddiction 2021. The piece is called Colores, or Colors. This piece symbolizes diversity around the world and in the United States. Throughout the pandemic, everyone struggled with embracing who they really were. That could have been with gender identity, sexual orientation, or race. This means that everyone has to be resilient and empower themselves to finally feel themselves proud of who they are. And this represents all the LGBTQ community that has been struggling with their identity. And all I want this piece to transmit is that you need to love who you are, and we all need to love each other and embrace diversity because we need diversity in this world. Ahora les presento mi obra de ArtAddiction 2021. Mi pieza se llama Colores. Esto simboliza la diversidad de este mundo. Durante la pandemia, mucha gente se sintió perdida y no sabían su identidad, ya sea por raza, por orientación sexual o identidad de su género. Pero esta pieza simboliza empoderamiento a sí mismo para que tú puedas estar a gusto con sí mismo y no tengas pena de quién eres tú realmente, y amarte a ti mismo y amar a otras personas. Y este mundo sería mucho mejor si hubiera diversidad en este mundo y que todos fuéramos aceptados como fuéramos.
Hola, felicidades. Y el segundo lugar para principiantes tenemos a Regina Katz con la pieza The Way Out Through. Felicidades.
So my piece is called The Way Out is Through, and it relates to addiction in the sense that you have to go through some mazes and some dark, scary places when you're an addict, but you want to get through to the end, which is the bright shining light at the end of the tunnel. And that's my piece.
First place winner in the beginner category goes to Allison Fox for Climb Out.
I named this Climb Out. About 2 years ago, I lost my best friend to addiction. He was the love of my life, and he overdosed in July 2 years ago. So this was for him because after I got clean, he relapsed, and it's about having to find a way to keep living after you've been given back the gift of life. You have to learn how to live again. You have to learn how to be a human again, and it literally starts with your heart. I had forgotten how to laugh. I had forgotten how to be funny. I had forgotten what joy felt like, and art brought that back for me. Art brought me back from the dead. I was just so sick of living day after day of that death over and over and over again. And then on Mother's Day, I woke up and I said, I'm done. And that night I started painting, and I didn't stop for 4 years now. I had even given up on art in the middle of my addiction, but for Pete and for all the other people that won't be able to see any of this because addiction took them, I just want to make the world a more beautiful place and remind them that there is a light on the other side of that really long, dark tunnel. And it's really about healing your heart. There's no expiration date on any of us, and everybody's capable of recovery if you just want it. And the fact that there's artwork and communities out there to help us get it is heartwarming. It's the best thing that I've ever run into, and creating art for this art show was truly amazing.
And the winner for the third place in the advanced category goes to Yarisa Luna for the piece Broken Clocks. Congratulations.
This is called Broken Clocks. I started out just by pouring paint on the canvas, and from there I guess I kind of cleaned it up, which works with the theme because in your life you do have events and you do have things that come up, and there always is room to change and to grow from it and to take control and evolve with whatever situation comes up. And the clocks is just it's a reminder that time passes no matter what you do, but you can use that time and improve and change your life.
Second place in the advanced category goes to Shavala Oliver with the piece Stepping into Tomorrow.
So what this piece means to me is called Stepping into Tomorrow. Art Addiction subtitle was The Power of the Future. So I worked at a women's prison and I saw these women in this state. I also saw the women come out of their addiction, come out of having their children taken away, come out of physical and mental abuse. And I know that they came out because I see them when I'm walking in the community. I see that a lot of them have gotten their children back. They're working on jobs. Some of them have went to school. A couple of them have went on to become teachers. And they tell me, Ms. Shavella, thank you for all that you did for me to get me to the point where I'm at now. So that's how, so those women inspired me to do this piece, and actually I dedicate this piece to them. So that's how I came up with this. And then, because it's crazy, I didn't realize that the dress was a part of Pride Month. And a lot of the women in the women's prison were gay women. And they have came out, not only in their addiction, but also letting people know this is who I am and I'm not going to hide who I am anymore. So all of that inspired this picture for me.
And the moment we've all been waiting for, el momento que hemos estado todo esperando. First place in the advanced category goes to, el primer lugar en la categoría de avanzado va
Catherine J. Lecoq for the piece The Burdens and Worries We Carry.
Called The Burdens and Worries We Carry. And it depicts, I imagined myself actually as a middle school student, clearly much skinnier. And I just, talking with middle school students, I realized that they just have so much they carry that is, they don't need to. There's just so much pressure and stigmas holding them back from stepping into their own potential that I just wanted to kind of bring that out and let them know they don't need to carry all that stuff alone, and that's even stuff they don't even need to carry. So that's kind of the purpose of this piece, just to let a lot of those heavy things that they carry on their heads fall away.
All right, so as we all know, this one won crowd favorite, and all of this is done with spray paint. Spray paint, stenciling, different masking tape techniques and stuff like that. But this one is nice and easy to read. This one is a little harder to read, and I did that on purpose because I want you to look at it and see that your struggle won't last forever. Once you see it, it becomes easy. And it's kind of like when you're trying to figure things out in life, sometimes you're going to struggle. Sometimes you're going to struggle to find your place. You're going to struggle to excel and try something when you're trying something new. Sometimes things get hard and we get down on ourselves. But you got to realize that struggle won't last forever. Just keep pushing through. You know, talk to other people who may have been through it as well. You know, counselors, mentors, you know, even therapists. Anyone with what you're struggling with, just know that your struggle won't last forever. Eventually you will find your peace, and eventually you'll find your path. And once you see this peace, once you see this struggle won't last forever, you see it instantly every time you look at it from now on. So it's kind of like you're struggling to see it, just like you're struggling to find yourself. And then once you do see it and it's easy, once you find your path, life is easy. So that's why also remember, your mental illness does not define you because your struggles won't last forever. Keep the positive vibes high.